Why learn Japanese? Why learn language that you will never use in daily situations? Many people, including myself, ask this question almost daily while learning. If you like anime, you probably, almost definitely attempted to learn Japanese. And you know what? You probably failed. Most do, it's fine. However, if you're actually trying to learn the language, why wait? Most people procrastinate by trying to learn the language. They think they might need motivation, or they might just move there and know the language. But no. The one thing you need to actually learn the language is discipline. It's the same reason people get gym memberships at the beginning of like New Year, right? They think, oh yes, this year's gonna change, and then by the time it hit February, most people don't even go to the gym anymore, or most people that swore to go, they don't go anymore. So if you actually want to learn Japanese, listen very closely, because the key is hidden in plain sight. It's the reason you want to learn. It's immersion. Now, you probably know what immersion means, but to the few of you who don't know in this context, it's immersing yourself into a Japanese environment. It makes learning the language really easy. Now, before we continue further, there was a saying, and the saying is, do not take advice from the fat guy at the gym. It makes sense. I'm that fat guy. Well, metaphorically, not physically, I guess. Well, when it comes to Japanese, I'm a failure compared to the stand, or I don't know how to say it. I'm better than the average person. I get farther, but I'm not to the point where I need to be. And the reason I fail so much is a lack of discipline, for one thing. Another one is a lack of wanting to do it. Because I always ask myself, I'm like, man, why even learn language? Like an Asian language. I live in the middle of Appalachia. I've never even met a Japanese person. And when I start thinking about these questions, I take a break. I take 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. However, anime continues to pique my interest. Anime like Neon Genesis Evangelion and Code Geass make me want to actually understand the language. So I try the language. I've tried textbook. I've tried everything. It doesn't work. That's just what it is. This is where most people fail. This is why I failed. Until I finally found immersion. Until I actually started to make progress. But that's the thing. People think that you need books like Genki or Mina ni Nihongo. That's not the thing you need. The thing you need is the thing that you actually want to understand, and that's anime and manga. Now, the one rumor that I hear all the time is that Japanese anime, like the anime in Japanese, isn't actual real Japanese, which is complete false. And I have proof. And the proof of it is a living person named Katsumoto who invented he didn't invent AJAT in the sense, he just took a bunch of things and put them together, and it created AJAT. But he immersed in anime, he read manga, he read books, watched J-dramas, listened to podcasts, he did everything in Japanese. He lived his life in Japanese, learning vocabulary. However, even talking about cats, I highly recommend that you go and you watch. There's several videos of cats in general. There's a video of him talking Japanese, there's a video of a native speaker nitpicking his Japanese, and even in the video he says he's amazing. But, again, if you don't think that's enough evidence, then you can look at the people he made. Cats with AJAT made people like Matt vs. Japan, who is a very successful YouTuber, over 100,000 subs now, who created his own website called, it was called MIA, and then he rebranded and had a new card, but now it's called Refold.la. I highly recommend it. It's not as intense as AJAT, and it's probably not as efficient either. I'd say the most efficient way to do it, if you want to learn about everything in one tone, I highly recommend that you go and you look up the Mo.way, or just the Mo way. And essentially it was a 4chan thing. Now it's not. It's a website. It's a good website. Very well put together. Any question you have, the answer is probably there, and you can read through it all, and you can understand. I don't recommend that you read AJAT right off the bat because none of the resources work. It's a confusing mess. Read them all that way, or read them away. Then you can go read AJAT. But I just recommend that you read them away or refold. But again, the MOA is more based around reading, which is more hardcore stuff. However, with all that said, how do I say this? You need to, if you want to succeed in Japanese, AJAT, or this is called immersion, is the hands down most beneficial way to do it, the best way to do it in general, and the most efficient. It will work if you put the time into it. If you just look up AJAT, 12 months, you'll see dozens upon dozens upon dozens of videos talking about their journey. And I highly recommend you watch Bitbullshit Japan. He has a video from 6 months, 12 months, and 18 months. And you can see, by the time he was 18 months, he was reading books about engineering. It's crazy. But if this doesn't convince you of this things, just look it up yourself. Research it. However, I'm just here to inform you that it does exist. And if you actually want to be serious and actually learn the language, then do so. There's no tomorrow. You don't know how long you have left on this earth. It's a sad but true reality. So if you really want to learn Japanese, why wait till tomorrow? Why not start right now? Exit out of this exit out of this video, go to the MOA, go to refold.la, watch the guides, read them, and or go and watch Matt Force Japan videos. He has a lot of good videos. I personally wouldn't touch any of the newer stuff because he's promoting this really scammy type deal called Project Uproot, and I don't. Don't get into that, please. He wants you to pay $700 to learn about pitch accent, and it's not worth it. But he has some older videos like Why You're Not Understanding Your Target Language. Very good, but I highly recommend you learn about the AJAT way first. So, okay. And that's gonna be it this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, one more thing, I just wanted to say that I'm going to be uploading more, have more free time, and I'm going to be doing AJAT once more. I come off a 1.5 month break. I'm going back into it, all the way I can. Okay. Until next time, which hopefully will be soon. I've said this before, but see ya.